So in a year where the banks were bailed out with taxpayer money and in general working people were asked to make great sacrifices, namely to give up their jobs, to be made redundant and unemployed in this time of economic contraction. Those who were responsible were actually essentially effectively given rewards in the form of bonuses. And of course this kind of behaviour would not go without a critique, and of course my old friend Jim Delahunty, who we'll be seeing a little more of in the not too distant future, has written a critique of what has been happening, and here is his work. Wonderful piece here about the descent of Marx, an essay by Jim Delahunty, Where We Are and How We Got Here. So here we go again. Nice little picture of Marx on the front there, and there you are, there's the title. Wonderful work of Karl Marx, analysis of the capitalistic system and its shortcomings, and believe you me, it certainly does have shortcomings, as we've witnessed over the last few years, heading up to the, as we said before, the financial unravelling, and now the system has papered over the yawning chasm that was there, and you hardly hear any talk about the devastation and the wealth destruction that has taken place, and it hasn't gone away. So there's the, if you like, bad news. And the good news, I guess, is that you can wake up and close your eyes to most of the nasties that have taken place. If you're in any way in a privileged position in society or in a country which has managed to avoid all of the difficulties that we've been facing, but most people are really aware of what's taken place, but feel totally unable, totally powerless to actually do anything, to change anything. And the one way that we can do in the democratic and social arrangements that we have is we can exercise a vote. And of course democracies are losing participation. Over the last few years there's been a sort of steady decline in the levels of participation. Well, you know, that's the surest way to further disempower yourself. So I just would suggest that people return to the conventions of voting, and voting in an informed way, and forming yourselves into associations, learning how to communicate to the political strata, and as much as possible avoiding the influence of the popular media.
Can we walk up there?
Yeah, no, she's still there, but I think I've got a feeling in the 80s that they had a teenage son at home, or sort of.
And the speaker we've just been listening to actually has a four-wheel drive vehicle which he runs on biofuel. Never mind about the fact that some people think that biofuel is depriving sections of the world of access to food. But this is a show of concern on the part of the population of Wellington that climate change is a real issue.
Go!
Ricky, what are you going to say about this?
She's the last person that should be standing up there talking.
Who is she?
Celia Wade-Brown, so-called Green Councillor. Voted for the buses that go through Manners Mall, thinks taking the seaweed off Island Bay Beach is good. Absolutely wants to run for mayor. Hopeless. Absolutely hopeless.
Conversation. Good. Smash capitalism and smash the state with a smile on your face and a song in your heart.
I don't know about that last
And the song is White Boy, White Boy. 54 times.
Yeah, mate. How are you today?
Good.
You're concerned about climate change, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, that's why you're here, of course.
And for my grandchildren.
And for your grandchildren. Pity that some other people don't think like that, eh?
See my grandchildren, see?
Oh, very good, mate.
Happy Christmas to you, mate, and I guess we're coming up with new elections. We hope that somebody with some sense of propriety for people should be informed about what battles we've been going through with council. There's Manners Mall, there's the overseas passenger terminal which was going ahead and which people protested against, and much of the democracy of Wellington's choice for people just disappears, you know.
Yeah.
So
And,
hopefully
and the big overarching concern for us is for Super City in Auckland and what's happening to water.
Super City, and especially now with the national government, I think people will should have got out and voted. Should have got out and voted, at least in my opinion. People can vote any way they want, but they will pay if they vote the wrong sort of people in. And with this national government, of course, they're all for privatisation. It's very clear, very clear. From
Time of the profit takers again.
Yeah, profit forming of super cities and making things what they call streamlining public service and government services, which mean eventually, of course, a lot of people are going to be unemployed.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is coming.
That's a big concern to us.
Mention of privatisation, that money goes to those who have, and the costs of services are raised by the payouts to the so-called stakeholders, shareholders, etc. So that's where the money goes. It doesn't go nearly enough to services. In fact, services shrink with privatisation.
We've been talking to Ron and Jocelyn. Ron is an activist and Jocelyn is a teacher, and they have concerns about the way that our society is moving at this time. So there you are. Thank you very much, and we'll move on. Yeah.
Like sands in an hourglass. These are the seconds of our life, slowly ticking away.
And so the year is ticking to an end.